What's up, guys? I'm just a gamer and I'm back with my review, or rather my final thoughts on the First Descendant. For those of you who may not know, I've been playing the game a little. For those of you who follow me on Twitch, you'll see that I've been playing. And at this point, I want to say I'm halfway through, like, I guess, like the main story of the game, because I know the game as of right now, the level cap is level 40, and I've seen that apparently, there's just that lock off. Like, even though we can see there's other quests and stuff like at levels, like higher levels, we don't have access to them, and I'm assuming they're going to be rolling stuff out, you know, by and large. Hopefully, as the game becomes successful enough for them to continue on. But yeah, so I have not beaten the game. I want to say me personally, I'm at level 30, but I'm at level 20 content. So I want to say again, I'm like at the halfway point. And yeah, these are just my final takes on the game. Let's start with the good. As I stated in my first impressions video, I really do like the game's visual design and character design. I think all the characters look really cool and compelling, and they just seem to have like this flair to them that, makes them visually appealing. And then same thing with the world. There are some problems. There are some. I want to say, I think I forget which area it was that I'm in, but there's like this barrenness to some of the locations that I'm just like, wow, there's really not that much here. And then the way to navigate the area is a bit like cumbersome and weird. It's not too bad, but it's just a little off. But regardless of that, I do think it is well designed. I like the way the areas look, and they have a good variety. And following that, as I stated again in my first impressions, gameplay wise, with the character I have, Ajax, I find it very fun. The abilities have a nice pop to them. I like what my character can do. And again, the gunplay feels really fantastic, especially on a PS5 controller with the haptic feedback. It's just, all the guns feel really, really nice. Like the machine gun, the assault rifle, the sniper rifles, the rocket, like they all have this nice heft and impact to them. And gameplay, I feels really good. And even the grapple hook, like for traversing, it's also not that bad. It's pretty intuitive. I mean, there are some times here and there where I try to get it and it's just like, nope, they didn't grapple that, and I'm just like, what? But overall, it's really well designed and it's fun to use. The game's gameplay is fun, at least for Ajax. And that's really all I can say about the good of this game. As I stated in my first impressions video, the main problem of this game is time. They are trying to gain so much time from you, or they're putting so much time on you, that they basically trying to force you to use microtransactions to like get characters, items, weapons. They're really, really, really pushing that agenda. At least that's what it feels like. Because, like, again, I like the gameplay of Ajax, and I'm really happy that I chose him, because he's the only character I have at the moment, well, besides Bunny. And I really preferred his gameplay. I like his gameplay more than anything, at least power wise, because I mean, shooting wise, they're both pretty similar. And that's just such a big, like, again, as I stated before my first impressions, if throughout the game you're able to like naturally in progression unlock the characters, even if it's I'm okay with a little bit of a time sink. But this game, just the time required to unlock a single Descendant is ridiculous. They try to trick you with Bunny by giving you all the components you need for her in a mission, but that is not the way it works for everybody else. for everybody else, there are like 4 items you need, and then each of those 4 items need to be also have to be crafted or collected from other items. It's like, and then to craft the items required to unlock that character takes real world time, like 8 hours, 2 hours. And then to unlock a character itself, if you have all the items, is another 16 hours. So even if you get every item, you need to wait another 16 hours to play that character, rather than just pay and you'll get instant access. And that's just the whole theme of this game, where like they purposely make things so tedious and like repetitive and just long-winded, to the point that you are just exasperated and just rather pay money to get it over with. That's like what it feels like they're pushing you towards. Because it's the same thing with weapons and materials and cosmetics. Like cosmetics, you have to like buy the cosmetic, and then like let's say you want to recolor it, you have to find or buy or craft the material needed to make the color, the cosmetic color you want to change it. And then even if you make it, you only get one use of it. And it's just like, it's such a time sink, it's such a time waste, rather than, again, if you would just purchase stuff outright, which is, again, they're doing it on purpose to push you towards that. And it's just so saddening, because again, if you've seen my reaction videos to the Descendants gameplay, some of the other Descendants actually look like I would enjoy playing them. Like I would probably get a kick out of playing Kyle or J-Bar. I would have really liked that. I would have really liked to try out Glay, but it's just, you're not able to. You just can't. Playing the game, I'm seeing a bunch of the characters, out of 3 characters you can pick in the beginning, which were Vesa, Lepic, or Ajax. Those are the majority of the characters I'm seeing, which was a crap ton of bunnies. Because again, they give you bunny for like, by just playing the game. They try to trick you into thinking that's how you get the other Descendants. But yeah, I see a bunch of bunnies, and her abilities seem really powerful. But every so often, I'll see a Blair. I think I've seen a Freyna, and yeah, I honestly think that's it. These are the only characters I've seen. I've not seen anybody else really at all. Again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if I get to a higher stage, I'll see people have unlocked or bought other characters. But where I'm at right now, I'm just seeing a bunch of Ajax, Lepics, and bunnies. All I'm seeing, mostly bunnies. And it's just like, so I really can't even say if the gameplay feels good for any other character, because I've only been able to play as Ajax, and that's it. So again, it's just, such a bummer that this is what the game is driving you towards, and what the agenda is pushing. Because again, if I can understand a game having microtransactions, but I'm also of the point that as long as you make the items that are buyable, obtainable in the game, just through a longer process, I'm okay with that. But to make that process needlessly and abhorrently long compared to just buying the thing outright, it's just kind of ridiculous to me, and very alienating to like a majority of your player base. Because let's be real, most people are gonna try this game out, and once they see how much microtransactions are required to like do anything, they're gonna more than likely dip out. This is not gonna retain players' attention for that long. At least that's how I see it going down. And yeah, and then story-wise, it's fine, but I feel like it's going into a predictable pattern where, again, this is just me off the cuff, but like one of the characters, Alpha, that you talk to, he's like super antagonistic to another important character, the guide, to the point where it's like, is he gonna be a villain? Is he gonna go all tyrannical and just be a villain? But then at the same time, the guide, they're making her too like, oh, I'm just, they're making her too white angel, where it's like it's too good to be true, believing her that all she wants is for the best and all this blah blah blah. Like, I could easily see her like, she's telling us the truth that she wants to help, humanity and balance things out. But I could totally see her screwing us over by saying, oh yeah, I need to balance it out by like making sure that both sides are dead. Some bullshit like that. So I could see it going one way or the other, or I can see it doing both things. I've seen, there's been stories in the past where similar roles were played and they both play out, where you take down Alpha thinking he's going all tyrannical, and then the major twist at the end is the guide was not completely always on our side. Some nonsense like that. And at least that's the way I feel it going. And it's just a little, it's coming. One of those is gonna happen, and it's too easy to see. So Halal side battle wise, I think they're fine. They're okay. They're like a good like MMO boss basically. But it's not sustainable. The way this game is right now is not sustainable. They're pushing too hard on microtransactions, and it's just you can't really play the game. You are stuck with one character until you unlock another, and unlocking that other character takes forever, honestly. But yeah, this is such a bummer, because the game, starting out with my first impressions, sure, there were some ups and downs with it, but it was overall, I was having a good time. I am having a good time with my character Ajax. But just the time sink required, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's like you could totally be playing something else. And it's kind of disheartening that they had it like, I think they had a good thing going. If they would have just not made the microtransactions so egregious, and like the crafting process so egregious when it comes to it, I think this could have been something. I think this could have gone a little bit better. And I mean, it just came out. For all I know, this game's gonna blow up and take off into the stratosphere and just keep going forever. But honestly, I don't see it happening. Like, I've already seen some reviews, and like just slamming it for the amount of microtransactions. And it's rough. It's rough to recommend this game. Because, yeah, if you want to just play a free character and just go through a short little campaign, go for it. I think that's fine. But if you're looking for something for longevity to like keep sticking with, I really can't recommend this, just because of how much they're trying to push you towards microtransactions. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Those are my final thoughts on The Last Descendant. Me personally, I'll probably get to the end of level cap 40, and then I'll probably stop playing, honestly. I just don't see myself continuing past that. I don't see myself spending money on this. I don't see myself putting in the effort to unlock characters that I may not want to play as. It's just, I don't know. I just can't recommend this, honestly, personally. But again, my thoughts. That's my review. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like or comment down below. I'd appreciate all feedback. I mean, have you guys played the First Descendant? What are your thoughts? Do you disagree? You don't think the time sink is that much? Am I wrong? Are you able to unlock other Descendants in the game naturally, by the time you get to the end? Like, please, let me know I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I would love to know that I'm wrong. But, yeah. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please consider subscribing. You can follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/justagamerink, all together one word, or you can click the link below. But thanks for watching, and until next time, take care and have a good game.